Congratulations, now you have your subject in trance. What do you do with them? What happens next? Well, traditionally we like to give a deepener, a direction for them to continue going in, because trance is a fluid experience. It's a constant process. So a very simple deepener is to suggest that every time you breathe in and out, you go deeper into trance. Or every time I touch your shoulder, you go deeper into trance. Because when a client or subject is in trance, we have the law of association, meaning you can tie their experience with anything, any type of stimulus that's happening in the outside world. It could be the sound of your voice, their breathing, a touch, anything to indicate it's time to go deeper. And it's very important, if your client or subject is standing up at this point, to always suggest that their feet and their legs will keep them sturdy, supported, so they don't fall over. Generally, when I work, or when we work with clients, we work in a therapeutic setting. So if we were to do these type of inductions, generally the client's already sitting down. But if you're doing more of a performance, it's much better to suggest that they'll be fully supported, safe, standing strong. And once you deepen the trance to a level that's comfortable and you begin to really see those trance signals, things like the flattening of facial muscles, change in breathing, alteration in skin tone, all these very traditional markers of trance, then it's time to do something with it. And whether you're using this for therapy or you're using it for performance and entertainment, we always suggest that you give the client, the volunteer, the subject, something to walk away with. Never waste a trance. Never waste an opportunity to give them a gift, something that when they come out of trance indicates, I've done a good job. I've gotten something out of this. And this is also in the therapeutic context where you begin to do your change work, whatever process that may be. And this does a couple of things. First, it continues to ratify the experience and encourages the subject to have more of that experience. It allows you to be the force for good in the world that we encourage every hypnotist to be. And it also ensures that at the unconscious level, that subject begins to recognize you as not only an authority in hypnosis, but someone from which they can have genuinely positive experiences with. And this goes an incredibly long way of establishing a deep level of rapport.
Once the change work, the transformation, or that hypnotic gift is complete, it's almost time to bring the subject or your client back out of trance. But before you do, take another few moments to just suggest that the very next time they go into trance, they're going to be able to go easier, deeper, have an even more profound experience in their trance. What a great gift to give them at this moment. One way that we like to do it is to suggest that in a moment it's going to be time to come out of trance. What this tends to do is to bring them up just a little bit, and then we say, but before we do, and those words help your client to enjoy dipping back down into trance. And that's the moment to really build their self-esteem, and also to suggest that the very next time they go into trance is going to be a deeper, more profound, wonderful, and actually easier thing for them to be able to do. Once that's done, it's time to begin to count somebody out of trance. It doesn't really matter if you say, I'm going to count to 5 or to 10 or to 3. Whatever you decide, you count to that number, giving them suggestions as to how to begin to kind of wake themselves back up, to wiggle their toes, to wiggle their fingers, to take a deep breath in and out, all the way up until their eyes are open and they're completely back in the room with you. Another key moment is those few moments just after they've opened their eyes. You know that feeling when you've just woken up and you're kind of still a little asleep and just becoming aware of what's going on? That's a moment of trance in of itself. And the same thing happens when someone's just coming out of trance. So again, use this moment to tell them just what a wonderful person they are and how fabulous the trance has been, and that they've made big and profound transformations.